A lot of learning, and something stuck in my mind is that culture is the way we carry in every room. Of course, I think this is the key takeaway for me from your speech, Rana. Wonderful. Let's move to the next speaker. Our next speaker, Tanya Mehra. And she believes that some of the most popular advice we hear today deserves to be questioned. And today, she is talking on one of the biggest ones. Tanya Mehra is the founder of TMTC, the Movement Towards Clarity. As a speaker and career reset coach, she works with professionals and leaders to help them move beyond external success and make decisions that are deeply aligned with who they truly are. Known for combining philosophy, practical insights, and honest conversations, Tanya doesn't just inspire people. She challenges the way they think. Today, she invites us to look at authenticity from a completely different perspective through her keynote. And her keynote title is Authenticity Does Not Make Sense. Authenticity does not make sense. Okay, let's hear from Tanya herself. Over to you, Tanya.
Okay. How many of you have known what to do? Show me a raise of hands. Okay. And how many of you have still not done it? Show me a raise of hands. Thank you. How many of you are still waiting? Show me a raise of hands. Great. Thank you once again for those who have your cameras on. I am obsessed with these questions. And I'm obsessed because when I reflect, I realize I keep doing the same thing. I know what to do, and yet I don't act on it. And I don't think this is only my problem. I've seen this with people. People don't struggle with not knowing what to do. They struggle with acting on it. Because when they act it, that means they're going to accept it. And when they do that, their life will change. And change is not easy, right? So what do? We try to delay these decisions by having conversations, negotiating, anything possible to delay, as if the decisions will be made magically. Has that ever happened? Has any decision magically played out? No, it hasn't for me as well. Right? So I remember this one time I was a business coach in Bangalore. If you would have looked at my life on the outside, you would have congratulated me. Great job, great salary, great team. Clients are getting success. All are happy. I'm clearing evaluation after evaluation. And I'll share a secret. I was also the highest paid coach of that batch. Shh. So, yeah, it looked like logically everything is falling in place and everything is working out for me. Except one thing. Me. This is really important because I was not particularly unhappy. I was not bad at my job. In fact, coaching is the only place where I really come alive. And yet there was this intense feeling before every session. It's not the same as the one that we get before going onto the stage, not those jitters. It was very subtle. It would make me desperately desire that my client would cancel the session. I'd wait for it. But it was so subtle that I could notice it and yet let it go, ignore. When it repeatedly started happening, I naturally did what all of us do. Started having discussions with all the people around me. Right? Because in such situations, everyone's opinions matter. Be it your parents, be it your colleagues, be it your friends, everyone's opinion matters. I think even if the watchman would have shared his opinion, I would have taken it. Honestly. And I accepted what they were saying because all of it was coming down to the same thing. You are so good at it. This is not logically making sense. You're getting paid well. Why are you questioning it? So I accepted and I stayed put. right? Because my very real feelings were not making logical sense. And months passed by, things remained as it is, until one morning. I started my day as usual, went to my office. At 10 o'clock, my calendar notified that your session is at 10:30 a.m. My breathing changed. I was breathing faster. Around 10:03, I could feel heat radiating from my body. Unusual. Around 10:07, I could no longer sit on my chair. So I walked out of the cabin. Around 10:13, I was standing outside the building and as usual, hoping that my client would cancel the session, only this time with tears in my eyes. Obviously, the client did not cancel the session, the telepathy did not work, but I had to cancel it. I used to think that I am an imposter, but today I know I wasn't an imposter. I wasn't pretending to be a coach, but I was definitely pretending that I'm aligned with what I am coaching. And that feeling has stayed with me. It is ingrained in me. You might think the problem was the panic attack, but that was honestly just the consequence. The problem started the day I started feeling something is not right, but I convinced myself to stay. Right? And honestly, I thought this is only my story. Only I go through this. And eventually, in conversations, I realized another colleague of mine. We used to talk quite often. She was not happy with her job. She knew she could do better. I knew she could do better. But every few months we would have a conversation. She would have some or the other reasons. She would say, Tanya, I'm not mentally ready yet. Tanya, I'm not financially ready yet. Tanya, I'm not spiritually ready yet. Honestly, by then, I was just waiting her to throw in some more adjectives like astrologically ready, maybe. Right? And she stayed put. The job did not get better. The culture did not get better. But one thing changed. Her team started disrespecting her. And that is when I think all her chakras and planets aligned because she allowed herself to quit that job. Right? Now if you look at her, she's really happy and she's doing great for herself. But every time I think about her, a thought crosses my mind. She knew this a year and a half ago. And yet she waited. When I say this, I'm not coming from a place of judgment because I have done this. I think some of you have done it as well. Right? We wait in an uncomfortable situation for so long that living becomes insufferable. Why? Why do we do that? Why do we wait for life to force their decision on us when we had already known what to do? And this is the pattern I have been noticing everywhere. Even when my clients come to me for career reset coaching, they are not coming because they don't know what to do or they don't know how to go about things. But they are scared to take that action, something that they already know, because action will make it very real. And what do we do at that time? We discuss it with so many people. People who love us, want the best for us, but disagree with what we are saying. And what does that do? We end up questioning ourselves, doubting ourselves, thinking, okay, let's just prolong a little bit. But hey, this is what you're not realizing. They are answering the questions of your life from their lens. And you are going to live with the consequences. These experiences also made me realize that alignment is realizing or recognizing what is right for you. But authenticity is the courage to act on it. It won't be logical, it will be terrifying, it will look like madness to everyone who's standing outside. But authenticity is not a public debate. Authenticity is a very private truth. So today, it's almost 9 minutes. I'm going to leave you with the same 3 questions I started with. How many of you have known what you need to do? How many of you have not done it? How many of you are still waiting for it to make sense? And tonight, answer these questions vulnerably. Because authenticity does not make sense to anyone else but you. That's it. Thank you.
Nitin, you want to go?
I'm speechless. And